cha, dvitiyam brahmacharini, tritiyam chandraganteti, kushmanteti chaturtakam, panchamam skandamateti, shastyam katyayaniti cha, saptamam kalaratriti, mahaguriti chastramam, navamam siddhidatri cha, navadurga prakirtita, uktanye tarinamani, paramanava mahatmanaha.
Hello, good moment to you. It's Hemalayaa here. Namaste. We are here at the Embody Freedom series. Guess what? It's episode 50. What? Can you believe it? We are just so proud of ourselves, truly, to be honest with you, to be standing in this this knowing that we wanted to come together and we wanted to create unity and connection and freedom within ourselves at this time especially. So the intention was to, bring about these ways of being and bring about leaders and transformational facilitators and spoken word artists and creatives that are raising the vibrations of the planet and human beings and bringing us into remembering who we truly are. And that's what we are all about here. So this is going to be our last one of this season. This is what we're saying. This is the last one of this season. We got to 50. Seriously? That's amazing. And we're going to put it on pause for some time. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be online and doing Embody Freedom. And those of you sisters who would like to join us in the Embody Sisterhood group, come on in there, because I am certainly delivering incredible movement pieces, teaching around embodied leadership and utilizing our voices and standing in the world and teaching and all of that stuff. So come on into the Embody Sisterhood group. You'll ask to join the group because it's a private, very special group. And then you'll answer all the questions. Otherwise, we can't accept you. All right, let's take in some deep breaths in. This whole intention is for us to be in the breathfulness of our truth. So take a deep breath in. Deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath in, deep breath in. Then we're actually going to hold the breath for a moment. And exhale, jiggle everything out. Stretch out the mouth. Yeah, stretch it out. DTO has been the man on production and also creating our sound waves, all the music that we utilize, that we've been moving to, breathing to, praying to, coming on home to our true selves with, is DTO's music. You can find him on Spotify. And those of you who are teachers and leaders in the world, start to actually move our bodies. And those of you who are teachers and leaders in the world and coaches and making videos and want to make videos, you should definitely check out his licensing program. It's kind of a ridiculously entry-level price. So let's move through our space. The intention is to shake off, break out of who we are not. The things that hold us back from really being a powerful pillar of light and leadership in the world. So all those things, move in your space, big, wide, big steps. Walk it out side to side. Woo! Snap it out. Woo! Shake out your head. Shake out your shoulders. Woo! Bounce up and down. Breathe here. Deep breaths in. Lots of movement here. Shake up the body and the cells. Breathe. Who are you? When you come on home to your true self, see if you can get a little kick and push forward with your feet, with your legs. Woo! Nice stance with the other foot as you kick. Let go with some sounds here. Let go of who you are not and come on home to who you truly are. Stand here with your powerful Wonder Woman stance. Hands on your hips, bend those knees, bounce it out here. So can you let yourself go wild here? Fully free. Take those arms out. You are activating your own spiritual arms here. Ready? Woo! Arms up and go! Wild. Let yourself fully feel this music. Woo! This is my favorite remix of Nameless Energy. Breathe. Make sounds. Who are you when you remember who you are? Shake out your hands. Breathe. Listen to your words. Listen to the words here. Breathe. Spin in your space. Fly. Who are you when you let yourself be free? This is embody freedom. Here we go again. Let it go. Woo! Snap it out. DTO, get in here. Woo! So much tragedy in the world, so much revolution happening. It's time to come into your deepest connections and freedom. So breathe. Woo! Yes, you will be the change. Breathe. Take those arms out. Take your heart out. Expand it out. Here we go again. Woo! Yes. Breathe, walk it out. What are you saying yes to today? Write it in the chat. Who are you when you come on home to that truth? Who are you? Breathe. What are you saying yes to today? I'm saying yes to unity, to humanity, the truth of humanity, deep connection, intimacy, love. Bend your knees. Let your heart speak to you. What are you creating today? Breathe. Let the words come through. All of the angst and the fire that we are feeling, fuel yourself with it so you can utilize that in order to create a revolution. It's time. Breathe into your being. Write in the chat, what are you saying yes to? Where are you receiving from? Making some sounds here. I am seeing so many leaders rise right now, and it is honorable. I'm going to blast you out for the work and the light that you are providing here. So roll it out. So much uncertainty, so much that we've been taught over this last while. And I'm curious as to what you've gotten so far. For me, I've gotten that all we have is our deepest connections to spirit, to the people around us, our families, and to keep on showing up. That's what I've gotten. No matter what, even if the internet turned off, what are you creating? So today we've got our beloved Doc Peace with us for our 50th episode here. And we get to hear her beautiful voice and flow. And let the creativity and spark of the words that we share here today wake you up in some way. Like maybe, I don't even love that word, waking me up, because then it means like I've been sleeping, right? So my ego gets all involved. So let the words just spark something. Listen to the words as we bring her on in just a moment. I want to make sure I really honor our beloved Doc Peace and introduce her. So, taking a deep breath in, Doctor, transformational rhythmic speaker and speaking strategist, best-selling author, Doc Peace of Mind Method, a poetic guide to living your best life. So, we get to be with Doc Peace today. And guess what? She was on the show on the second episode. So come on in, Doc Peace.
Greetings. Thank you so much for having me again here on your beautiful platform, Embody Freedom Himalaya. You are spreading so much positivity, light, and love, and I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you so much. Well, it takes one to know one, doesn't it?
This is true. It takes one starling to know another starling.
Totally.
So thank you for shining your light so bright.
Yeah. So this is a tough time right now. I'd love to ask you, what are your thoughts and your heart knowing around this time about what's your take on what's going on?
Like you said, we are in such interesting times, not just with the quarantine, but with the topic of racism coming to the surface once again. And I think that this is a very important time to really acknowledge that we are all part of the human race. And it is not about you against me or me against you. We are in this together. And so I want to share a story to really solidify this message. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. The other day, while humming along to a Bill Withers song, the man reached out his hand and asked me for a dime to feed his meter on time. At first, I thought he called me a dime. For those of you who don't know, per the Urban Dictionary, a dime is a score of the most perfect girl on a beauty scale, from 1 to 10, with 1 being the least pretty, and a dime meaning a 10 indicating perfection in the eyes of men. Nonetheless, I immediately went on the defense. To offend me so blatantly, to objectify me, the feminist inside me screamed, "This man must be tripping. I'm worth more than a silver piece. I am gold, or paper at least." Then I realized what he actually said. And that also got me thinking, why would this man just assume I'd have loose change to lose? Did I look like someone with a heavy coin purse just waiting to give away my hard-earned money to a stray? But would he think I was hard-pressed for cash if I just walked right on past? This all really bothered me. See, when someone's got you questioning your worth, that's a form of disrespect. I'm worth more than a dime. I am not worth less. I couldn't keep these thoughts to myself, so naturally I jumped right on the hood of his car, looked him right in the face, eye to eye, took a deep breath, and I said, "Hey, stranger, look at me. Really see me. Don't try to contain me in your perspective. Use your narrow views to shape me, your past to break me down. Because you can't begin to relate to what I've been through. See, we each have a past, our story different from the last. So don't approach me like you know me. With a closed mind, you can't see the inside. Wait until I speak, until I share a part of me before you dissect my intellect, question my virtue as if you know what it means to walk in my shoes. Listen with all your ears. Don't mistake these tears for weakness. Strength has infinite forms of measure. And if you choose to assume I am just like you, or when you determine I am somehow different, you block your inner eye from seeing reality, from seeing the real me. And until we learn to hold our review, our judgmental point of view, we'll continue to be biased and live divided. See, as children, we are colorblind. It's our parents' eyes upon which we rely to explain the differences. And oftentimes they break down the color of our skin, but I am more than just the skin that I live in. I am constantly changing from the inside. Can't you see these tan lines? We may find ourselves trying to become something different from what we were meant to be, as if the color of our skin somehow determines the outcome of our lives, but our cultures were not meant to divide, rather unite us. So break down our defenses and embrace our differences. Don't compare yourself to me. This is not a competition. It's the world we all live in, where there is no hierarchy of value. We are each unique without rival. Love your neighbor. When I looked him in the eyes once more, I could see that my words had struck a chord. He looked back at me with his mouth agape. I mean, he didn't ask me for my whole life story. He just struck a nerve under the wound inflicted by assumptions that we all fought to make. So I fed a quarter to his meter. I gracefully descended my peace platform, fed a quarter to his meter, and walked away, giving him at least 10 minutes to think on my 2-cent spiel for a dime worth of appeal. Boy, it won't be long until you're gonna need somebody to lean on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long until you're gonna need somebody to lean on. Call on your sister when you need a friend. We all need somebody to lean on. Where you at, DTO? Call on your brother when you need a friend. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me.
So beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Hemalayaa, for listening with your heart. Thank you, everyone, for listening with your heart. Living together in unity as one.
Absolutely.
We're all in this together, and together we thrive.
so much from that piece, like about being worthy, about being enough, and that wound that we all carry so deeply in all the different ways that it comes out, and the ways that we look at other
Mm,
people and judge other people and criticize. And um, that's what I was getting from your piece is yeah, like that we get to be the ones to declare how much we're worth. You know,
yes.
money or not money, but how much gold we're worth, how much light, and we are
Yes.
worth a
Yes.
lot. Yeah.
So true. We need to hold those preemptive judgments and really give others the ability, the time, the appreciation, the acknowledgement to, to, to tell us who they are, to show us who they are, to show us their soul. And I think oftentimes we shut each other down, we shut each other out. We don't give each other the opportunity to shine their light. We need to change that.
Absolutely. And that's happening right now. And I really pray that it's the pause that we've been in is enough for us to now know, right? To really take it in. We're not too busy right
Mhm.
now. We have been in our pause time, and I can't think of our experience right now is like, no, this is it. Like, this is an end to this now. So may we breathe into that together right now as a collective. So, all of you out there, whether you're here live with us or watching this at another time, let's take a pause and a breath together and bring into highest truth and alignment in this moment in time and history that is being created, that this is the time that the divide ends now. There's no more divide. Imagine, like really taking that time right now and imagine. Use our vision, our inner vision to create it now. You know, it's such an interesting thing. I was born in Toronto, and my first 7 years of my life, it was all color around and, all shapes and sizes and colors and cultures and I mean, I didn't know any different. I knew our family was from India and all of that, and um, but I didn't think I was a minority or we were minorities because that wasn't the
Mhm.
case, right?
Yeah.
We were all together, and I really see that Canada has this, you know, uh, this melange of that we can be together, and there's very so I just want to give it like a kudos to those countries that have been really already on this way of being and seeing, and may we now, like, this is our time now
Mhm.
to come into, yeah,
Yes.
it's time.
It's time. It's time. It's high time.
Yeah. Do you have any other words to say right now as we close up for our 50th episode, and
Mm.
also this time in this moment for the hearts that are out there?
You brought up this term gold, and you brought up the idea of sharing this gold within us. And I want to speak a little bit about that. Gold is actually an acronym that I created that stands for Genuine Original Loving Dreamer. And
Ah,
when you
I
tap
like that.
into what makes you who you are, what makes you authentically you, that's when you become able to be gold and to shine your gold light. And when you shine your light, you give others the permission to shine their light.
Mm.
And as we continue to shine our light, we create this domino effect of light. And guess what light does? It cancels out the dark.
I love that. And that's exactly what I've been saying to, not with gold, but saying that light leaders, that's what we're doing. The light leaders are stepping
Mm,
up and sharing the light. And absolutely, I love the way you put it, is to then give permission to the other lights to turn on and let's go, let's go, let's
let's go.
go.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
Let's
Well,
shine
Doc
our light.
Peace, I love what you're up to. And do you want to share about your summit, what that's happening right now?
Yes, so actually, yesterday was the very last day of the summit. We ended it off with DTO. However, the Impact Speaking Summit that I've been hosting for the past 21 days, it features 21 expert speakers from around the globe. It's like our beautiful Himalaya here, the producer DTO, and you can still access this summit. So you can still go on bit.ly/impact speaking or bit.ly/impact speaking summit and access the amazing messages that these amazing inspirational speakers from around the globe took the time to share with us tips and strategies on how to shine our light. They shared their stories about how they became who they are to give us the inspiration to shine our light. So yes, join me at the summit. It's still going on, and I
Awesome.
really, really like to have you all.
Awesome. Well, as you were speaking, I was shuffling and this flew out. Honesty. And we haven't chosen this card. Look, it's number 33, which is a power number for me anyway. But honesty, this is what flew out when you were just speaking right now. So I'm going to trust that that is what
Oh, I
we get
love
to
it.
read right now. And then this will close us up for today and for our first season of the Embody Freedom series. So number 33 from this Embody Oracle card deck, embodyoracle.com is how you can find these. It's a really something I'm very proud of. And let's read honesty. Feel liberated in your relationships. Dear one, stepping into radical honesty in your relationships requires deep vulnerability and a big commitment to your growth and evolution. It's time for you to rise into your highest integrity and truth, and you are ready. What does radical honesty mean? This means sharing what's in your heart with your loved ones, even when it may be scary to do so. It means not withholding from telling your housemates, family members, or partner something they may have been triggering or upsetting you because you value your relationships enough to invest in fully transparent communication. It means sharing with your friends when you notice your self-destructive patterns may be rising up, rather than waiting for them to discover it for themselves. All these forms of honesty, while they may feel risky or vulnerable at times, will support you in getting your deeper needs for connection, love, and safety met. You are so supported and incredibly loved, dear sister and brothers, by telling your truth and being authentic. You give all those around you permission to do the same. And you continue to inspire others to raise the bar in the level of transparency and honesty they choose to live by as well. So that's really awesome. The every message has an embody invitation, and we won't read it today, but you can certainly order your Embody Oracle card deck. And I want to thank Doc Peace again for being on with us. Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I
Thank you
want
so
to,
much for having me.
yeah, absolutely. And then I want to thank DTO for all that he has held, co-created with me here, and really, yeah, dance it out, man, dance it out. DTO is such a genius at sound engineering as well as online, production. So yeah, thank you, DTO, for your incredible, and of course, the music. He's a composer, producer of high freaking vibrational music that we play here. So thank you for your connection and contribution. This is not the end, it's just a pause. It's a pause where we feel like, okay, now we want to see what's next for the Embody Freedom series. And so, oh, are you taking a break from the series or just wrapping up a season? You know, this is what we're actually in the contemplation of and the listening for. Our intention, our welcoming is to honestly have like the next level for the show, whether it's you know, a production house or studio or something that takes it on to support it. At this time, we don't know what the next iteration is, so we're looking for support, and yeah, like just to be clear, like we can see this kind of a show creating incredible, like instead of us, you know, us only watching things to zone out to, you know, in our, you know, we put on Netflix and things like that, and this show I really see could be a really incredible contribution to Netflix, to Amazon Prime, to Disney, probably not Disney Plus, but maybe, who knows, right? So Hulu even, whatever. But I feel like it would be an incredible contribution for this positivity, whatever we want to call it, like high vibrational, inspirational, remembering who we truly are content. So the Embody Freedom series is out for now. And if you've got any links or contacts or, you know, anything at all, we are open. We are open for that. And to also co-create what the next wave or season or whatever is for the Embody Freedom series. And we're not going away like DTO and Hemalayaa here, you know. I've got a private group for women, Embody Sisterhood group, so come on in there. I share a lot. I'm, you know, sharing self-care tips, embody practices, leadership tools, and mindset, you know, clearing things. So come on up in that group, and I'm just blasting you out. I just want to like really send so much gratitude and love to all of our guests that we had on, all my sisters and brothers who contributed over the last 50 episodes. We feel really grateful. I feel full. I feel incredibly grateful. And if you want to see more too, please just like let us know, right? Like that's what we want to also hear, what your ideas are for this to in the next phase, whatever it is. So I'm blasting you out and saying namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So much love. Hmm.